Hello.
Hi.
We got out of 1917 for the second time a couple days ago, and we did it in the D-Box, which is like a 4D experience.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of like something you'd find in Disney World. As you can tell, we are on vacation, so we figured it'd be a good time to go.
Why am I fooling?
So we figured it'd be a good time for.
What?
In the background.
I can't see anything.
Oh. We figured it'd be a good time to do something like that. And I'd say it was 100% worth it for 1917.
It elevated the experience.
It only was an extra $1 or $2, really, I think.
Yeah, like $13.
Right, so.
Vaguely.
And basically, it'll shake your chair when someone gets shot or shooting, or if planes are flying overhead.
When action is happening.
Right, when the action's going on.
Yeah, a corresponding thing will happen.
But aside from the gimmick stuff, the one-shot take, which people have been calling a gimmick, is by no means a gimmick at all.
Yeah, it helps to allow the viewer to feel more. I can't speak. I'm really warm.
Basically, feel more immersed is what she's going for, because the experience is a very it's a very focused journey. They have one mission.
Yeah.
It's
two characters.
Right. So
and they have to complete it.
And it's in this relatively short time frame, which really lends itself to the single shot thing. Yeah. Obviously, you can't time jump if you're in a single shot. There are moments of this movie that remind me of some of my favorite movies of all time, like The Revenant, in ways that in cinematography, which is a massive compliment, because the cinematography of The Revenant is like just astounding. And there's some moments in this movie where they take the hard route to get the coolest shots, and there are so many moments you'll be like, how did they do that?
Yeah, probably 15 separate times he whispered like, how did they do that in the cinema? So
yeah, and it really has a good gradient of starting with tension and building up to something that is grand and epic beyond the scale of anything I've really seen before. The biggest, grandest, most epic movies of all time.
Yeah, like, you know, Lord of the Rings style.
Right.
Just a grand, big adventure.
So if that's something that sounds fun to you, go for it. Now, there are some minor drawbacks. There are some parts where things may feel a little bit out of place, and some of the character development is a little bit lacking, but not in a, I feel like personally for me, character is not the purpose of the story.
Yeah.
And if that's something that you need,
it's not the purpose of this story.
Right. If you need the strong character moments to build the story to be worth watching for you, then maybe this isn't for you.
Yeah.
But if you can take a story for having other purposes than just to have a character arc, there are other reasons for stories to exist. And also, I feel like the short time frame this movie takes place in doesn't lend itself to somebody having an arc. In real life, people don't have arcs in like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Or a few hours.
Really at all. I mean, some people live their whole life without having a single character arc.
Which doesn't lend itself to good storytelling, but it wouldn't have necessarily fit in this movie anyways. But there are character moments, like, don't get us wrong.
The two characters are meant to more represent the average person.
Right.
And the average soldier.
That's what I'm thinking.
And a more simplistic view on humanity.
Yeah, so I think overall, with all of that said, it's not a perfect movie, but I would definitely give it a 10 out of 10, because I can't really think of a time I've had such a dramatically amazing movie-going experience, and I think this one definitely needs to be seen in the theaters, because it's just made for that environment. Yeah.
I would give it a 9 out of 10.
And what are your reasons for not giving it a 10?
Sucks.
Good talk. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you on the flip side. Peace.